it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I just left the rock yard, picked up 4 tons of stone. That's about what I'm able to haul. The trailer is rated for 5 tons of rock, but the tow capacity on the truck limits me to 4 tons in the trailer because the trailer weighs 4,000 pounds by itself. So I'm on my way to fix my sister's driveway. About a month and a half ago, I did just the spot where she parks, but they've actually got room for about 4 cars to park there. So I'm gonna try to get 3 more loads of rock today and fix the entire area. So I'll catch up with you when we're dumping the rock. Alright, so I just dropped off the 4th load of rock. Each load was almost exactly 4 tons, so there's 16 tons sitting there. Ideally, you might want 20 or 25 tons, you know, to make it thicker. But there was already rock there before. I've already put down 4 tons. I think we'll be good at this rate. And so now I'm headed to pick up the tractor and we'll get to work. Alright, so this all had rock on it before, then it grew through to the point you couldn't see the rock. So I broke it all up, added 4 tons right here and spread that. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the next 2 spots. Alright, for step 1, I put the ripper shanks down and we'll just loosen this up, kind of bury some of the grass and bring some of that old rock back up to the surface. Then we'll start spreading the new stuff. I originally thought that this part of the yard used to have rock under it, but there's none coming up as I dig this. So basically I just pulled up a bunch of sod here, and then I push all of the sod to the side and all the dirt clumps, and then I take those back at the end of the day and spread in the backyard where they had some low spots, and end up kind of getting a 2-for-1 out of that. After getting it all broke up, I flipped the shanks up on the box blade and just used the blade to drag all the clumps out so that it was ready for rock. If you notice that the last pile at the end is a darker color, it came from a different rock yard, and it's a different size rock. There's the lighter stuff is 1/2 inch down to dust, and I didn't really need it that small, but that's what I got. The second pile is 1.5 inches down to dust, and it came from this other yard, and the rock is a lot wetter, so I didn't get the volume of rock for the same weight, and it doesn't dump out of the bucket as easily, where I was able to feather it in better with the lighter stuff. Feathering it out of the bucket with this wet rock came out more in clumps and made it a little bit harder to spread afterwards. A lot of times I like to spread the majority of the rock with the bucket rather than the box blade. But if it's coming out clumpy anyway, you might as well use the box blade. And that's what I switched to here. overall this came out decent, but a lot of times I'm not satisfied, and that's the case here. The edges of where the rock ends aren't straight. The rock is thin in some places. Overall, I needed more rock. Now, I was doing this job at a very affordable price for a family member, and that makes a little bit of a difference, but it just kind of drives me crazy when I don't do a professional looking job. Anyway, it was a satisfying day, and the job got done, and my sister seemed to be really happy with it. Alright, well, it ended up being about what I thought, and that is, I would have liked to have a little bit more rock. I've got a nice even layer, but it's a thin layer. So, if I had this to do over again, I probably would have had someone else haul in 30 tons of rock instead of bringing 20 tons in myself. But, if they spray it for weeds every so often, it'll be a big improvement over the dirt and grass they had before. The big problem they were trying to solve was muddy areas and mud holes where they park. So, I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. Just a minute, you'll see links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.